The trade with James Harden was happening at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. I was about to sleep and the breaking news showed up on my phone. The Philadelphia 76ers agreed to trade James Harden and PJ Tucker with the Los Angeles Clippers for Robert Covington, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Kenyon Martin Jr., and a 2028 unprotected first-round pick, 2 second-round picks, a 2029 pick swap, and an additional first-round pick from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Without putting Terrence Mann on the package, the Clippers maintained their best availability of their power. Obviously, they are aiming at championships in the next few years. Since Kawhi and PG are getting older, the Clippers strengthened their arm race of rosters. With Harden joining the Clippers, their roster is the best in the Clippers nation. However, there are lots of uncertainties such as the team chemistry, the defense quality, and how four stars are playing together. We might have doubts on the success of the star team. Russ and Harden were playing for the Rockets together and they were not great duos and couldn't bring the wins in the playoffs. Now, it is their third time playing together and how the Clippers arrange each of them will be the key. Hello everyone, my name's Andy and welcome to the NY Basketball channel. The first thing we talk about is Harden's offense. As a leader of assists of last year, one of the best playmakers of the league, a great scorer and a three-point shooter, it is easy to consider a boost for the Clippers offense. We can predict that the usage of Kawhi, PG, and Russ will drop. For Kawhi and PG, they will take more role of a weak side attacker, screeners, more cuttings, and moving on the court. Especially for PG, if Kawhi and Harden are on the court, the more he would do is three-point shooting and a finisher, rather than a form starter. The good thing is his turnovers would drop as his mission would release, but some concerns would be losing his rhythm. Even though he was a 3D player in the Pacers, he still needs some dribbles to get his rhythms, and the lessening of usage of PG might lead to disappointments from PG. Remember back to 2020 when PG complained about his role in offense because of Doc Rivers. PG might have to adapt another role in offense. But still, I think the efficiency of PG and Kawhi will increase. As they have Harden, they don't have to do a lot of work on team's offense, but instead, score the most they can. People said that Russ cannot play with Harden, as they have proved that in the Rockets. I don't think so, because the Clippers version of Russ has already changed. In the Rockets, Russ has a huge role in offense. As a ball handler, the usage was a lot more than the Clippers, including a lot of mid-range and turnovers. However, at the Clippers, what he did as an energy guy was impressive. He lessens his mid-range but turns to driving into the rim and attack the defense, offensive rebounds, and more fast break opportunities. Russ is taking care of the work that helps the Clippers, and there shouldn't be a role conflict in the Clippers. James Harden is one of the best feeders to the big man with no doubts. We can see a lot of centers getting successful because of Harden, such as Clint Capella, Montrezl Harrell, Nicholas Claxton, and Paul Reed. As a solid center, Zubac has never played with an elite-level passer. I am more confident with the offense of Sue, who has more chances of scoring in the pick and roll with Harden. Imagine if you have Harden and Sue doing the pick and roll, while PG and Kawhi are in two wings and Russ is ready for the cut-in. That would be a nightmare for the opponents. One concern about Harden is the rhythm of offense. The Clippers in this season has faster pace than last season, with 103.3 in pacing, which is the fourth in the NBA currently. In the last season, the 76ers pacing was 98.5, which is the 27th of 30 teams. Is Harden following the Clippers' fast pacing, or the Clippers will slow down because of Harden's half-court offense? If his pacing follows the team, does his physical condition allow him to do so? Can he adapt to it and change his playing style? we will get this answer in the future. The Clippers' offense may be boost, but the Clippers have a lot of reconditions and adjustments to do. Obviously, James is not a good defender. The Clippers have 103.6 in defensive rating, which is the 5th in the league. In the last game, the Clippers limited the Spurs with only 39 points in the first half. One reason is the starting lineup has locked down defense by the all-switch defense for guards and forwards. With great defensive threats, Zubac can maximize his threats and rim protection in the paints, and that's how Clippers' defense system was built. James Harden's defense is not as good as Robert Covington, and James must have to play defense for the Clippers because of the defensive strategy. The opponents would always seek opportunities to attack on Harden on isolations or pick and rolls, as the switch defense will force Harden to put a lot more pressure on Harden's defense. What he can do is to put an extreme effort into defense, including his body weight control, defensive attitude, and agility. Don't forget that he was a decent defender when he was a sixth man of the Thunder, and he was guarding LeBron James in the finals. If he can pick up his attitude like that and dropping the weights, the Clippers will be solid in both ways. When we talk about team chemistry, there are two things I realized that are important. One is a player's capability, and the more important one is the mindset of the player. The reason why some of the duos or trios in the NBA cannot succeed is that they cannot put down their egos and sacrifice for the team. If Harden still thinks of his personal stats, how many times he shoots, how many assists he made, he cannot help the team to get further in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook is the best role model in the Clippers. He sacrificed his shooting opportunities and using other ways to help the Clippers to win the game. The biggest X factor of this trade is Harden's mental transformation. If he can prioritize the team by contributing to defense and team offense, Harden would be the best reinforcement for the Clippers. I believe that in this stage, back to his hometown and the desire of winning his first champion, we might see a brand new James Harden as a Clippers. This is the end of the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and share. I can't wait for James Harden to put on his Clippers jersey, and I'll see you next time.